Hi guys, you're back with Juzzy, and in this video we're going to look at the installation of some aftermarket mirrors for the Honda Rebel 500. Now, I previously have shown in one of my videos where I installed some mirrors to my bike, which I was quite happy with the look of them, the design, the finish, etc, etc. But I also found, which a lot of people don't find, that I had no issues with them hanging down, but a lot of people have a chat about this online. Some people like it. Taller people than 170 centimeters don't tend to like it. I'm 170 and it was just okay for me. But I tried, just for the hell of it, one day putting them up. Now, it does look really strange with it in the up position, if you ask me. It just doesn't look cool at all. It does look a lot better when they hang down. But yeah, when they were up, suddenly I was like, actually, you know what? Even though this doesn't look cool in comparison to hanging them down, it is, for me, an actual better view of the rear. So then I started thinking, I don't really like it hanging up like this and being round. To me, it looks very factory-like, and yeah, I just didn't like the appearance of it. So I went on to good old AliExpress and eBay and WeBike, and I found that on WeBike they've got lots of these mirrors which really just I could not justify the expense of buying the exact same mirror, which is not very complicated. It just has a thread and a ball joint and a couple of screws to hold the ball together. And I thought, I'm going to try my luck. For $30 to $40, I'm going to buy a couple of sets of mirrors, get them delivered, and see what I think of them. So this is the first of two sets of mirrors that I bought. My prerequisite, if that's the right term, for the mirror is that I wanted a lengthy sort of mirror like this, certainly not round. And yeah, I just wanted to basically have it in an upright position where it was just above the handles like this, that it didn't come out too far, and that I had some adjustability. So when you buy these mirrors from AliExpress, and I'll have the link to them down low if you beneath this video if you like them. When you buy them, it actually comes with two types of thread adapters. Now on the Honda Rebel 500, and I'm not sure about others, but on the 500 it has an M10 bolt. And from factory, basically it has two nuts in this position, and you unwind one bolt an opposite direction, and then the nut comes loose, and then you can wind the whole mirrors out and you're good to go. Then what you do is you're suddenly with a gaping hole here. Now when I had the Diablo mirrors installed, I simply just got a piece of a plastic Christmas tree clip, if you know what I mean, and I just pushed it down and it was nice and flat and it looked good. Then I went to go and put these mirrors on, and of course I needed to put in a bolt. And when you do that, these mirrors actually have an M8 thread. So in the box for these mirrors, it comes with an M10 and an M8 thread, and the bolt itself is just one long bolt, but it has an M10 bottom and it has a M8 top, which is really convenient for us Honda Rebel owners. So that basically means then that you're able to put the M8 or any M10 mirror on. So if you don't end up liking this look, or it's just not for you after you buy it or whatever, then yeah, with most aftermarket sets of mirrors, because they're trying to cater for all sorts of bikes, then they have to give both thread types for you so you can get it to work on your bike. So you just want to be super careful. As you can see, I'm just slowly winding this on. If you've got any resistance, stop and try again, because it's likely that you're stuffing the thread. And yeah, basically, you may find that you don't get it right to the right position when you go to tighten it. In that case, then you can loosen off the nut here, rotate it a bit, then tighten it, and it should eventually come good. So basically, that's the height of this particular mirror. Now this mirror is a little bit taller than the second one I've bought, and I'll put a video up to the second one, a picture on my screen right now. And this one really only has 2 levels of adjustment. So you can tilt this forward a bit so that it sits sort of a bit forward. But the problem that you've got is that the ball joint is limited in how much turning and tilting that it's got. So if you go so far forward, you then can't actually tilt the ball joint much at all. So really, you're kind of limited to having it in this position. So the problem then is that if you are a tall rider and then you're trying to look down at the mirror, then as you can see, the mirror is just sort of pointing down. So the way that you would fix that, because the ball joint can't turn anymore, is you can undo these 2 bolts here and rotate this assembly for the lever, etc. So that then what happens is the mirror starts to turn and become at a position that you like. So I'm just going to try doing that now. Now, just in case you're wondering, only the controls has a sort of like a pin that goes up through the handlebars to keep the controls locked in position, whereas the one for the levers do not. So once you slightly unloosen these bolts, it's then free to turn, which then gives you that adjustability for your mirror. I'll go ahead now and loosen these 2, and we'll try and get that all sorted to my liking. Okay guys, so here is the final look at the mirrors once I've got the rotated assembly for the lever body. So as you can see, I simply just undid these 2 bolts and these 2 bolts and just rotated it forward on both sides. And yeah, I know it's hard to show perspective, but basically this is what I'm looking at. Basically that line in that mirror is at waist height, or if not, sorry, a little bit higher. Hard to see, but there it is. And yeah, I just like that the mirror follows the contour of the grips personally. And in this case, the mirror is just outside where the handlebar would normally be. I can rotate it forward if I want to, but I just found that, and I just stepped the bike down. I just found that when I looked at the mirror from the bike from the side, it just looked plenty good with it straight with the levers. So again, here's what the bike looks like. Pretty neat. Now I intend to post a video when I've got my second set of mirrors when they arrive, and I've got a feeling that might take a little bit of time. For some reason, I chose Singapore Post to deliver from AliExpress, and it came in 9 days, but I think I was very lucky because previously Singapore Post has taken up to a month, if not more, to get things delivered to Australia. But yeah, the other set of mirrors I've purchased do have the an extra set of adjustability here, and I think I can get the mirrors to sit just a little bit lower. So yeah, I think that I may personally end up liking that set better, because with the drag bar set, the handlebars are dead flat, whereas this mirror may suit a handlebar that is raised like the factory one. So I may end up giving this to my friend because these are pretty good looking mirrors, and yeah, I can't wait to test them out now. I think I'm going to go for a ride and I'll check them out. All right guys, if you've got any questions about these mirrors or the install or anything on the bike, please feel free to have a look through my list of videos. If you'd like to purchase this set of mirrors because you are already set on them, you can find a link to them in my description. And yeah, hope you subscribe to my channel and keep an eye out for the next video install for Tweaked Rebel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.